Joe Biden or Donald Trump? Well, we'll find out tonight. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. No question about it. So this will be the first debate, as you know. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern, which is obviously 6 p.m. our time here in Las Vegas. It's going to run for 90 minutes, and the great part about this is there's going to be no commercial interruptions. Chris Wallace will be the anchor. He's from Fox News Sunday. By the way, I think he does a pretty good job. I do have respect for Chris Wallace, and I have no doubt he'll do a good job. Wallace chose the debate topics. If you were wondering what they were going to be, it's going to be their record. I'm talking Trump and Biden's record. They're going to talk Supreme Court. They're going to talk coronavirus pandemic, the economy, race and violence in the cities, the integrity of the election. Each topic will be about 15 minutes or so. Now, my opinion, first of all, how long is it going to take for this debate to go off the rails? I mean, really, is it going to be 5 minutes? Is Donald Trump going to call him Sleepy Joe and they're going to get personal? I don't know. I'm very interested to find out. And if it does go off the rails, we know how Trump is going to handle that. How's Joe Biden going to handle that if it gets personal? I don't know. But I do believe this is much more important for Joe Biden than Donald Trump. Why? Because I think he could greatly benefit from this debate because there are not a lot of high expectations for Joe Biden. I think it's very fair for me to say that. You know, you hear everybody from the right. Joe Biden, he's got dementia. Oh, one person, by the way, that's saying that is disgraced former mayor of New York, Rudy Giuliani, who appeared on Fox and Friends. And when asked to preview the debate on Fox and Friends, listen to what he said about Joe Biden. It's utterly disgusting.
The man has dementia. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I've talked to doctors. I've had them look at 100 different tapes of his 5 years ago and today.
The Biden people say he's fine.
Oh, he can't recite the Pledge of Allegiance, and he's fine. He was in the Senate for 160 years. I mean, he can't do the prologue to the Constitution of the United States or the Declaration of Independence, any of them. He can't do numbers. Wow, are the numbers screwed up? He actually displays symptoms that two gerontologists told me are classic symptoms of middle-level dementia. Right. That's when he does that. I pledge allegiance to the United States. I think done that twice. Well, that's a classic symptom in the DSM-5. It's the fifth symptom of dementia. He's got 8 of the 10. Look, that isn't the debate. He can get through it. I think the president is quite right to say maybe he's taken Adderall or some kind of attention deficit disorder thing.
And that's why the president wants to do a drug test. But, you know, none of us are doctors.
I'd also check his right pocket.
That's your opinion.
Yet, no crap. None of us are doctors. Oh, you know what my doctors tell me? That Rudy Giuliani is a lush.
That's exactly right.
Yes, that Rudy Giuliani is an alcoholic. That Rudy Giuliani does these interviews when he's drunk. You know what? The doctors that I speak to tell me that Rudy Giuliani is a disgrace.
A putz.
Exactly. That's exactly what Rudy Giuliani is. He's a putz. He's a disgrace. And from those days back after 9/11, when people looked up to him as a hero, he's the opposite of that now. The man is a complete disgrace. And by the way, he just lied to on Fox and Friends. Joe Biden was not reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. He read one sentence from the Pledge of Allegiance when he was talking about the type of president he would be. He wasn't trying to recite the Pledge of Allegiance. But do you see how Rudy Giuliani lies? God knows how many beers or how many shots of Patron he had in his system this morning before appearing on Fox and Friends. The man is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and he is out of his mind. Rudy Giuliani is an embarrassment to this country, and he's a disgrace. You want to talk about a fall from grace? Rudy Giuliani, picture right there.
Did you take vitamins?
Exactly. Thank you, Judge Janine. What type of stuff is Rudy Giuliani on? There is no evidence to support the fact that Joe Biden has dementia. And by the way, if you're one of those people out there that is attacking Joe Biden's health, you better do the same when it comes to Donald Trump, the man who suffers from obesity. Wonder why he went to Walter Reed Medical Center in the middle of the day. The White House won't tell you, oh, it's just a normal check. But Rudy Giuliani won't talk about that. People on the right that are biased, they won't talk about that. Guess what? I'm not talking about either of their health. You know why? Because I'm not a doctor. That's why. And neither is Rudy Giuliani. He's certainly a drunk. He knows how to drink, that's for sure. But he certainly is not a doctor. Yeah, let's go by Rudy Giuliani's sources. Maybe it was those Russian sources that he went to Russia. Remember that whole situation? Trying to dig up dirt on the Bidens? Maybe it was those sources in the oligarch that he was talking about. God, this guy is such a disgrace. My blood is boiling right now with Rudy Giuliani. It's such a disgrace. But speaking of people that can get under other people's skin, I'll give Donald Trump credit. He can get under people's skin. And I didn't think Hillary Clinton did a great job in those debates. I really didn't. But the question is, can Donald Trump get under Joe Biden's skin? And Democratic and Republican strategists who've gone up against Biden in debates have long identified this as a weakness of Joe Biden. Though there is more evidence of this on the campaign trail where he has teed off on the occasional voter. That cannot happen tonight, Joe Biden losing his cool. As we know, when Joe Biden is provoked, he's prone to getting rattled. He does get angry, and he does lose his train of thought. And it does come across at times as Joe Biden being condescending. I think that's a reasonable thing that I'm talking about right now.
Come
this
on,
is reasonable.
man.
Yeah, sorry, Joe. Listen, the bottom line is if Trump gets under Biden's skin, it's going to get ugly. And it's just not going to be good for Joe Biden. It's not. Now, on the other side of things, what's important here? In my personal opinion, and I'm trying not to be biased here, Donald Trump needs to show empathy. He has not done so. We have surpassed 200,000 people dead from this coronavirus. And don't start quoting me this 6% nonsense, because it's a right-wing conspiracy theory. If there's one thing that Joe Biden has suffered in his life, it's the loss of life from members of his own family. Joe Biden knows what empathy is, and he's shown that his entire life, not just the last 6 months when he met up with the George Floyd family and the Jacob Blake family. Joe Biden has empathy, period. If it's one thing that Donald Trump struggles with, and he struggles with a lot of things, it's showing empathy for other people. And I think that's important. Again, I think that's really, really important. Joe Biden needs to do that. So in 2016, Trump was relentless at the debates. If you remember, he attacked claiming many things that were false or inaccurate. Now, Hillary Clinton tried to respond by urging viewers to go look at the fact-checking feature on her website, but that proved ineffective. I don't know how much time Biden will have, but I can tell you right now, if Biden really wants to win this debate and win over some voters, he's going to have to fact-check Donald Trump. Donald Trump is going to lie tonight. I guarantee you that. Donald Trump is going to say things that are not true because he does every day. And when he does, it shouldn't be Chris Wallace and by the way, Wallace is not going to correct him. Those are the new rules here. The moderator, Chris Wallace, is not going to fact check either candidate.
That's exactly right.
So Joe Biden is going to have to do that. And he's going to have to be good tonight. Yes, I know the expectations are low, but this is his chance to shine. If Donald Trump says something that's not true, Joe Biden's going to have to fact check him. It's as simple as that. So the question that I ask the listeners out there right now, if there are fireworks in this debate, and what I mean by fireworks is the two men sparring at one another, does it matter to you? Do the insults matter to you? If Donald Trump starts talking about Beau Biden, and Donald Trump calls him Sleepy Joe, and it gets personal, and if Joe Biden starts talking about the Trump organization and his taxes, does any of that stuff matter to you? And the number to call, because I'm curious, I want to know your opinion. Can this debate sway your frame of mind at all? Is it possible? Are any of you out there are going to watch this debate tonight, and do you think it's possible with an open mind you could say, you know what, I'm not going to vote for that guy, I'm going to vote for the other guy? Are there any of you out there, or do you take the side of, doesn't matter what happens in this debate, Donald Trump could drop trow in the middle of the debate and ask Joe Biden for sexual favors, and you would still vote for Donald Trump?